What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of SOP. I'm your host, Enzo with God. All right, damn, man, I'm looking like a hot mess. But anyway, besides that, if you guys didn't watch the last video, go ahead and watch the last video. In the last video, I did get a new exhaust and we heard some new noises. But this video today is going to be discussing those noises. Now, the noises that came from the front of the engine. Now, when I dropped off the motor to go get the rear main seal fixed, the engine was fine. No noise, no nothing. If you guys do remember a couple videos back, there was a loud banging noise and it was my tensioner that was messed up. So when I went to go pick up the car, the mechanic did mention to me, he's like, hey, a new noise is coming up. It wasn't there before. So we turned on the car and it started sounding like a loud ticking noise. So first thing that went through my head was, damn, the tensioner probably went out. The next thing that went through my head was the motor's probably knocking. Now, I don't want to push it that far. I was like, oh no, I don't think so. Like, I'm just trying to psych myself out. So when I picked up the car, we turned it on. We looked at everything, then we both kind of agreed. We said, hey, you know what? It's probably a pulley. We're just gonna leave it at that. I brought it home. Actually, no, I took it to the exhaust shop, got the exhaust, brought it home. The next day, I had Zach come over from Voight's Garage, had him come and check it out. In less than 5 minutes, he diagnosed it already. So we went underneath the car. Well, Zach went underneath the car, and he pretty much showed me the exact location of where the noise is coming from. Now, the noise is coming from underneath the oil pan. Let me just show you the video.
Alright, so I know you hear it, and then I put my hand here, watch. So I don't know what happened, I don't know if it was an accident or what, but see right here, there's a little hit mark, and this is where it's indented right here, and this is where it's hitting. So look.
All right, so now that you've seen exactly where it's coming from, it trips me out because if you see, there's a little indent. Now, I can't really show you the best in that video, but there's an indentation there. It wasn't there before, it's knocking there, and it sounds like a rod knock to me, but it's not. So what we figured out is that the crankshaft itself, my assumption, the crankshaft is every rotation it's going, it's hitting. Either that or one of the bottom of the rods or whatever, but something is hitting. And when you put your hand on it and you apply a little bit of pressure, the noise gets louder. In the video, you can't really tell. That's why I'm like, oh, if you hear it, you know, when I put my hand up and down, but the video didn't pick it up. But the ear can pick it up a lot better in person. So what I am gonna do is I'm gonna try to pop it out. I did talk to the mechanic and I said, hey, I figured out what it is. It's this. He was cool enough to be like, hey, you know what, if you can't figure it out, bring it back and I'll go ahead and see what we can do, because I don't know what happened. Obviously, guys, these things do happen as far as for just random stuff. It's you take 4 steps forward and you take 20 back. But I did talk to him. He was cool enough to say, hey, if you can't figure it out, bring it in and we'll see what we can do as well. Again, this isn't me trying to knock on anyone or anything like that. This is just me giving you guys the information. I got to give you guys the ups and I got to give you guys the downs. So as of right now, I'm on a low point and I'm trying to fix this. So we're going to go ahead and remove the oil, just see if there's any glitter. Glitter, for those of you guys that don't know, it's metal shavings. See if we have any metal shavings. If we do, let's hope for the best, for real. And then the next thing that I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to go ahead and remove my oil return line that is in the front, because in the front there's a hole and I'm going to try to see if I can pop it out. If we can't do that today, the next thing is we're going to have Bryce come over from Straight Vicious Stunts. He's going to go ahead and see if we can weld the nut, and then we're going to try to put a stud or anything that we can to just pop it out if I can't do it from there. But we're going to give it a shot. So we're going to go ahead and do that, and let's just get this process going and I'll keep you guys updated as we go. All right, so going underneath the car, obviously you guys see this stain here, but this is from when the rear main seal was leaking, and it was actually leaking a lot more than I thought it was. And then I put a plastic lid underneath. You see this little spot over here? This is from up there. Now, I believe it's from the front of the engine. I'm not 100% sure. I still can't determine exactly where it's from, but I know it's coming up from up high because it lands on the compressor and then it drops down. I was also leaking from this side. It looked like I was leaking from my oil feeder line hose or whatever. It looked like it was from there. But I cleaned it all up. I wasn't sure if maybe they put oil over there and they accidentally overspilled. So I just cleaned it up, and I'm gonna see if it's also leaking as well. But just wanted to show you guys this. And then I'm gonna go ahead and try to see if I can remove this, put something there and pop it out. If I can't, well, that's it for today, and we're just gonna have to wait for tomorrow. But I'm gonna keep you guys updated, like I said already. And dude, the exhaust, super sick, super sick. Ugh, I think my lens is dirty. It's a little fuzzy, but the exhaust is sick. I love it. It's super high, it's not low, and I think it's low carb friendly. But yeah, let's get this. Well guys, as you guys can see, I'm sitting on the floor. Now, you guys see this right here? That's all the oil. I went ahead and checked the oil. Didn't see any glitter, which is always a plus. I'm not sure if I already said that, but there's only one thing. I gave it a shot. I went over it, I looked at everything, and I could not pop it out. So what's gonna end up happening is I am gonna end up taking it back to the mechanic who originally worked on it, and they're gonna go ahead and take care of it. I'm hoping for the best. I'm hoping that it's an easy fix. I'm hoping maybe they can get in there and pop it out since I couldn't do it. But overall, guys, I just wanted to give you guys this little update. It sucks. Like I said in the beginning, you might take 2 steps forward, but it's like 20 back. So with that being said, I'll keep you guys updated in this video with how everything goes. But as of right now, I'm going to go ahead and finish off here. And then, yeah, see you guys on the next one.